happy Sunday in my kitchen. I just made myself some leftover eggs, which is my favorite, eggs and leftovers. And I am thinking about lots of things that I want to get done. I've had some time just to relax and re-energize, and so I have some things on my list of want to tackle. So I will share those with you after I eat. I am here in my living room, and here's what I want to tackle today. I pulled my neck funny yesterday. Okay, so you know you're getting old when you hurt yourself stretching. That's what I did. I was stretching in the morning and I did some horrible thing right here. So if I look a little like a robot, I feel a little like a robot. So this cart is what I want to tackle today. This is my corner that I absolutely love because it's got plants that I have managed to keep alive. And that is exciting to me. Anyway, I cannot access it very well for obvious reasons. So this big plant right here with the kind of the coppery looking brown pot is supposed to be right here. The reason I don't have it there is because it sticks out kind of funny, but I don't care. Also, another reason I don't keep it there is because it needs more light. So every few days I was moving it, and then I just got lazy and left it there. I don't know if that glare is really bad, but it feels like it might be. So I've just gotten lazy and left it there. So I'm going to try to unlazy and put it back where it's supposed to be. Then I am going to, okay, so let me rewind a minute. I have been watching all kinds of YouTube organizational videos, and you guys, when I tell you that I want to rip my house from shelf, drawer to drawer, it's so painful not to just like take everything and dump it in the middle of the floor right now. Good gravy. Lord, give me strength. Anyway, I'm gonna do that shelf. So what was I even saying? In order to be able to access that a little bit better, I need to move some plants around. There's my neck thing again. So if I look robotic, it's because I goofed. Over there, I have one that's not on wheels. I'm thinking if I switched, I have one here that is on wheels. I'm thinking if I switched maybe the wheel one with that one, I could wheel the wheelie guy away. They would still have the same amount of sunlight. It would be the white pot versus this black pot. Not there, that one. I don't know. I'm gonna give it a try. I'm gonna clean back there really good. It's just gonna feel so nice. And then I'm probably gonna go to Goodwill. Was I just there yesterday? Yes, I was. But I wasn't there with a purpose. I was there to make a return of a $1 t-shirt. So another one of my, I don't really make New Year's resolutions. I just make like resolutions. Let's be better. 1% better, you know, the atomic habits. Anyway, even though it was only $1, it would have ended up just in my closet on the floor or in a Goodwill return bag, which is fine. But I'm, going there anyway. And so I took it back and I got my 79 cents back because it really wasn't $1 because of the 20%. Anyway, I had a point. What was it? Oh, I went there to make a return. I bought an album for my husband. He's started to collect vinyl again. There's our little record player over there. Don't mind all the disastrous mess that was our movie-a-thon last night. What did we watch? Oh, we watched Pop Culture Jeopardy, episode after episode after episode, and it was so good. Did I know any answers? No. Did I care? Not really. I did know like a few. Anyway. Did I do better than normal Jeopardy? No. You would think, but no. So I'm going to clean that guy out. I will just fast forward through as I do that. I'm going to get out my vacuum. I may really regret this when I try to do things like, brush my teeth later, but I use my left hand, so I'll be fine. Anyway, I'm going to get going. And then, the trip to Goodwill, I'm going to try to kind of rearrange some of the things in containers, and I'm going to first look and see what I might be able to use here. I'm just really hoping I need some from the store because I've got all kinds of good ideas, and I don't know that I'll find anything, but it's awfully fun to look. So here we go. Just had to have a chat with the dogs about barking at the neighbors who don't deserve it. And I got that area vacuumed. It really wasn't dirty, which is disappointing because I love hearing cry. I heard one good crunch. Help me. I heard one good crunch, and that makes this cleaner's heart happy. Anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull with my good arm, this guy. I'm gonna pull that out, and then we'll get cleaning. Okay, I got back behind there really well, and you know what I should do is paint the house. Do you ever do that? Like you have a little project and then it turns into, hey honey, we're moving. I've listed the house. I don't know. Anyway, I should do all the window sills and the blinds back there because if I'm being honest, I don't remember the last time that I cleaned those. Down low. I clean up on the tops where you can see them and where I can reach. Anyway, I am going to get leaves off before I clean it with rags. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum a little bit up top. I'm just gonna leave the vacuum there because I have a feeling I'm gonna be using it again pretty soon. Next thing I think I'm gonna do, more leaves, is I don't know what to do with this guy. He has seen better days. My money tree is looking pretty good. It has it's falling apart. Does this mean money's coming or going? I don't know. It's fine. It's probably fine. Actually, it is fine. It does this. It goes through little stages, but I'm gonna clean these up a little bit, and then this guy, my Monstera, ever since I've trimmed it back, and I don't know what I'm doing, so if you can offer help, I know YouTube can offer help, and I've even looked it up before, like how to propagate, and I don't know what I do wrong because I follow what I think are the directions, and it just doesn't work. So I'm thinking about just cutting all of these. I don't know if you can see them from this angle, but I have tons of these that I thought if I cut off, then they would just grow back pretty, but that didn't happen. So not really sure. I'm gonna play with these in my kitchen scissors for a little while. Sad. It looks so bad. Anyway, you're beautiful. Look at this guy though. I have had him since COVID. So 2019, 2020, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've had him going on 6. Wait a minute. That can't be. COVID wasn't that long ago. Yeah, it was. Holy cow. Really? 19, right? 2019. So let's just say, yeah, because it would have been like spring of 2019 was like, well, if everything else is being shut in, I'm going to be shut in with pretty green things. So I became a plant lady without knowing how to become a plant lady. So if anyone has any recommendations, please, please, please comment below. There are some really pretty parts still, but this was so full and beautiful. And I guess my problem is, if you can see it, it's kind of a disaster down here, but I don't know what to cut to make it grow back better. You know what I mean? And I have a real hard time cutting things that are still alive because I feel like I'm killing something, and I am. So help me help this plant. Thank you. Okay, next I am going to just remove everything. And this was under the little money tree because when I water it, I don't want it to go in the books, and it worked beautifully. Nothing on the books. So these are just some books that I had purchased as I was, building, making the shelf pretty. And I like them. I just like the colors. I like everything about them. So I'm probably going to keep most of these up here. It gives a little shout out to my life with kids books and my journey as a teacher. Wow, that was deep for me today. Anyway, I'm going to just set these aside and get to cleaning. This was one of the best finds of the holiday season. I'll move up a little bit here. It's the Myers Clean Day brand, Myers. And it is peppermint scented. And I saw it online. I don't know why it popped up, but it did. And so I ordered it. As soon as it came and I used it once, I immediately turned around and ordered another bottle so I would have it. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. And it's not really, for me, peppermint is not a seasonal smell. It is a seasonal smell, but I don't mind it all the time. So let's go ahead and see how disgusting this shelf has become. Oh my gosh. Have not cleaned this in probably a year. Ew. Oh no, that's not true. I did it this summer. Past summer, but still. What is that, 6 months? Yeah, pretty gross. Pretty gross. Everywhere. There were leaves. There were so many leaves. Anyway, so I did away with the leaves. Now, this is what I don't think, well, yeah, you can kind of see. The second shelf is just a whole lot of stuff. I have Post-it notes. Let me just see, like that is not very attractive. So I'm just going to drop things on the floor for a while. I'm going to set the things that I want to keep on the cart out here. This was, if you're watching, you know who you are. This was from one of my teacher friends who I had her child in my classroom during COVID. And they brought me over this ginormous box of assorted K-Cups, this cute mug. I love this. Teaching brings joy to the world. Oh, it does. And all of these Sharpies, which I have loved since COVID, and they still work. I'm getting itchy from dust. But as much as I love this, I'm going to find another place for it and put pins in it, because here's the problem. I have this one. I also love this, have this one. Also love this, have this one. Also love this, have this one. Oh my. She has a problem. That one, and wait for it, this one. So I feel like consolidation is in order. Yeah. Also, I went through my, oh look at Sheen era of Post-its. So we have Post-its, Post-its, Post-its. But I use them, so I don't feel bad having them. I just feel bad that they're not cute. You know what I mean? Anyway. I'm gonna go through this stuff next and see what kind of container maybe I could find. I'm thinking basket or just something cute. I am so itchy, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, I'm back. I got a bag of garbage. So here we go. This episode of the vlog will be sponsored by Hoarders Anonymous. Is there such a thing? Because I feel like maybe they might sponsor me at this point. I don't know. No, I have an issue for sure. But my issue is that I need cute containers. I think you thought it was going to be something else, didn't you? Let's carry on. Not only did that make my head hurt, it made my neck hurt. So I am going to now do the last and final shelf on the bottom. All I'm gonna do is what I've been doing, just put the things somewhere else for now. Down below, I have a lot of notebooks, classes that I've taken, just some like, when I went to, I don't even remember, but a couple classes that I took. I kept the paperwork that came with them down here thinking I would access it. I have not since probably a couple of years after COVID. So I'm going to either get rid of them completely or just find a better location for them. My goal is to, okay, so I told you I don't really do resolutions, but I do set goals. I do resolutions, but they're not always at the beginning of the year. So one goal I have for myself in this new calendar year / the remainder of the school year is to keep, and isn't this the song of teachers? I want to keep my junk, my teacher junk, off of our kitchen table. What a lofty goal. It is. So I'm thinking that if I had maybe a couple of like cute baskets down on the very bottom, I could put like my laminator in one, and then I could grab in the laminator sheet, so I could grab the whole basket out. And then I could store more stuff in it. The laminator fits fine on the shelf, but I could make more use of the space. I think if I stored it kind of, it won't stand up completely up and down, but it would lay down in a basket with all the little pouches that I have. So we'll see. I'm gonna get the bottom shelf cleaned out, assess what I have, how much, what I wanna keep, what I wanna switch out, and then we'll see if we can go shopping. So if you've been watching my channel for any length of time, you know that I love A, a great DIY that's simple, and B, I don't measure things. So those two don't often go very well together, but look what I found in the drawer. I know, new leaf, new year. So I am going to measure. This is, I should be measuring the actual usable area, right? Because we're not silly here. It's about, with some wiggle room, about 32 inches lengthwise. And then widthwise, it's about, well, 12, but I'm gonna say like, is that, where do you start? Well, where does the one measure? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so if I'm just looking at numbers, I would say 11. So let's do 32 by 11 roughly. So what I'm picturing is the top will remain mostly the same because obviously the plants need the light, so I can't put those guys down farther. That would be silly. So I am thinking maybe baskets, maybe, I don't know, because do I use all these pens? No, I do not. But I love pens and I want them close by. I do use my Sharpies quite a bit. I do use, I use these to grade. I use my scissors all the time, but that doesn't look very nice. So we want to make that pretty. Also, why are these here? I don't know. Oh, I do know. I found them in a Goodwill bag. They're kind of nice. So, pencil just doesn't look right there. You know, I mean, like, this has to be pretty. I do really love this container, though. So I might, ooh, maybe I'll put that one up on top with something that's not pens. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna see what I have kind of just within grabbing range here in my closet. And even if it's not the actual thing I want to use, size-wise, see if that works out. So I'm going to go do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so hear me out. This is what I use to serve bread and rolls and things like that. I just put pretty cloths or, you know, whatever in there. But size-wise, you know, width-wise, that's perfect. It could not be bigger. So I'm not really sure. Oh, I do need to measure height-wise as well, right? I have 32, 11, and now this measurement is about a foot if I were going all the way up, which that could be a problem. No, it won't be a problem. But I think maybe 10 would be a better idea, just so I can grab and like see what's in it or whatnot. My neck is really hurting. I may take Advil. I don't know. I took some last night. I think the better idea is not to take Advil, because what'll happen is it will feel better for a little bit, and then I'll do things that I shouldn't do, and then I'll be in bad shape tomorrow. So look at me being all grown up in what will be the new year. Anyway, I'm going to change out of my ginormous shirt that I clean in, and I am going to load myself into the car and go to Goodwill and just see what kind of thrifting fun I can get up to. As far as the pens, I don't use them all the time, but I do like the majority of them just out. So maybe like some kind of a ginormous glass, or even plastic if it was a nice like heavy duty, some kind of container like that. I don't know. And then I might just keep this guy the way he is, except for make it prettier with no pencils, whatever. I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. I will show you what I find either while I'm there or when I get back. Hello, I just got out of Goodwill and I found a few things that I think might work. I was there entirely too long, just looking at everything, looking at it again, and then I went by a third time because you never know. Anyway, I'm gonna get home and I will see if any of the things I found work. Hi, I am back from Goodwill and I wanted to show you quickly what I found. I'm not gonna take tags off until I'm sure that I'm happy with the items, but I can tell you what I paid minus an additional 20% off. So this was $2.50, yep, $2.49, and it's just a plain basket, but I love the color. I love the dark color. And my thought was all the Post-its and little notebooks could live in here. So that was a thought that I thunked, and that could go down on this shelf where they had previously been located now. And I could even get something in front or put it kind of like kitty corner like that. Over here, I have to find a home for pens and such. So I have a couple different options. One option, ouch, I found is this. And yes, it does say mail, but I don't even care. It's just one of those, you know, mail holders. And I thought all of this could be for pens because I have a few. Hold on, the dog needs me to let her in. Okay, she's in. But I'm also on Grill Watch. We got they're called tomahawk steaks. Maybe everybody in the world knows about them except for me. But since we got our smoker, my husband has wanted to smoke one of these. It looks like a huge machete, the bone part, and then the meat part looks like a tomahawk. So anyway, we're grilling that. I cannot wait. They are not cheap. It was like $50 some, but it will probably feed us for, I would say, minimally 2 meals, probably more than that. So when you factor that in, that's like 4 servings, then we're talking, you know, normal price. Anyway, this is cute. I kind of think it's fun that it says male, but if I ever decided that I hated that, I guess I could, I don't know, I guess I could paint and then stencil over it, but I don't hate it. So the thought was maybe, I kind of love that. Oh my heck. Okay, so I kind of love that. And then all my pens could live in there. Oh, this is good. The other thing that I got, I'm sorry, my neck still hurts, so I look like a goofball trying to, you know, do all the things. But another thing I got is this. It has this that comes out, which is kind of cool because I could split things into categories this way. If I don't use this here, I might find a use for it at school. It was only a couple dollars, $2.49 again. I forgot to tell you how much the mail thingy was, and it looks like it's never been used. It was $4.49. I'm fairly certain I'm keeping it, but I'm not going to take the tag off, even though that drives my OCD self absolutely bonkers. Another thing I got, the last thing I got actually for storage, I thought this was so pretty, and it didn't have a tag on it, so she went back to price it, and I thought it was going to be like $8, you know, something like that, which would have been fine because I really like it, but I'll show you those in a minute. It was only $2.49. That seems to be a theme. $2.49. So if I can't use it, I'll keep the tag just in case. But she said, I'm not going to stick on the tag and ruin it. Like, finally, somebody that understands. So it has one of these little cool doodads on that side. It sticks out a little bit, and on the back. Cool, right? So I thought, in a perfect world, my amount of papers that I have sitting out at any one time, wouldn't it be cool if it fit in there? It's a goal. It's a goal that I could have. So I'm going to put this on the bottom. Let's see if it fits. It fits. See if you can see it. If I scoot that all the way back, yes, you can. So this would be lovely. I love that. And I could put my laminating film in there. We'll see. I think I did pretty darn good. I kind of love this. We'll see. You know, here's the beauty of shopping at a thrift store. If I hate it in 6 months, which I won't have time to hate it in 6 months. Yes, I will. It'll probably be summer and I might hate it then. But if I want to redo it, no big deal. It costs me under $10 to do all of it, and I have a thing that I might not even keep, I might return. Then I got 2, and honestly, the price was ridiculous, but I get it. Okay, so magazines are not what they used to be. Magazines are now the same price as books, and I'm not sure when that happened. What was I doing when that happened? But anyway, the fact that there's stickers on these, you know, it kills me. But these were $4.29, which is just stupid. But I was trying to uncover the US price here. Hold, please. Yeah, it's $10.99, $11. What? It's a magazine. But really, if you think about it, it's a colored, you know, it's like a book. Why not? Anyway, I just thought those are beautiful, and I want to sit and just like sit outside with a cup of coffee in the morning maybe and just look at them. I don't know how old these are, nor do I care. 2019. So they're not that old. COVID. Somebody bought these to get through COVID. Anyway, I just thought they were beautiful, and I also love decorating with things like this. So these are just for me to read. And I did get a couple of, I got a couple of pants and I got a sweater and a sweatshirt. I think that was it. Anyway, I'll try those on, see if they fit later, but I was just in a thrifting sort of mood, kind of like I was yesterday, but yesterday I didn't really find anything, and I was at the same store. So when you go looking for something different, you find something different. Anyway, I'm going to speed up now, and I'm going to put all these things in there and just see what I think. Okay, I cleaned this up a little bit, although it didn't have anything on it. I just kind of wiped it down. And here we go. Okay, so now, oh wow, I have all kinds of gunk here. Let's see. Now that I have the majority of what I want to keep in here, yes, I'm gonna let my pencils stay because sometimes you need a pencil. Nothing wrong with a pencil. They just aren't as cute and pretty as my pens. And this one doesn't work, so that one's out. Do you work? You're a pen. All right, so I'm not sure. I didn't sit and check all the pens, but we'll get there. Now, I'm trying to decide, I don't really use these out here. However, I have 9,003 million. I'm sure that's clearly not a real number, ouch. But I can't decide if I want to keep these out here or not. The reason is because I could use this whole back section for nothing but pens, but I have our bills folder that might fit in here, so I'm gonna see, hold on. Okay, this folder has seen better days, but just for size reference, it fits. Of course it fits. It's the size of a piece of paper. I mean, that's the whole point, right? So I kind of like that. Don't know how well you can see it there. I just stuck it here and I'll get a new folder one day, but not today. See how cute that looks? I'll slide back now. Oh, I really love this a lot. So when I decide how this is going in, I'll just flip it so that the pens in my bills folder are the most easily accessible. And then in here, I think I'm gonna see how little notepads, Post-its, and all that fit in there. I don't like Post-its wrapped once they're opened. So I am going to just take them out. Aren't they so beautiful? Colors and paper and pens make me incredibly happy. And I'm a goofball. And I'm aware. So these are already opened. This pack is not, so I don't mind that being in the wrapper, but this one has to come out. It's just, I'll get that later. Oh wow, our backyard may or may not be on fire. I'm gonna just relax over here and hubby is gonna handle the burning down of our backyard. Anyway, I love these lists. I'm sure I've talked about them half a dozen times with an S. This is a Ray Dunn notepad, and I love it because it gives you little boxes to check off. Isn't that fun? I know. So I am going to, good news, the backyard is not on fire. It's not funny. It's a little bit funny. So I am going to just put these in here next. I told them the backyard might be on fire, but go you. You handled it. Good job.
And the temperature is dropping like crazy. Somebody put water on it.
Really? Why do you think? No clue? Well, it's not cool.
Let me put another thing in there and see if maybe it's just the gauge is going down.
Oh, could be. I have all these different kinds of Post-its, the translucent with the lines, without the lines. Another, I don't even know what this is. It's another Post-it pad, to-do list. I mean, like all these things that we'll use, but not right at the same time. I bought this pack of Post-its at Goodwill, and it was brand new, and it's specifically for those things that you can just pull them off, but I don't have one of those here, so I'm just using them like they are. More Post-its. These are the translucent ones. Love them. Okay, so I think I like this well enough down here, can you see, to cut the $2 tag off of here. I think I like it. It's a nice little basket. Very nice. All right, so there's that, and then later I will take the other $2 price tag off the other thing. And that one she didn't stick on. So here's a thought that I had, a think that I thunk. What if I keep these somewhere? That's pretty good. That's a great thing. This, like I was saying, I love. I kind of want to keep that up here, but I don't want pens up here. So I just don't know. I don't know. I have another set of these at school, and I don't know. I might have another set in my craft room. These might have been the ones from, I think these are the ones that I had in my craft room. So if I were to put them here, I mean, I could, but then I just feel like it starts looking junky, you know? I don't love that. I don't. I'm gonna just keep it there for now, just because. Now, the other thing is, where should I put my laminator? Should I scooch this up, get rid of this, and put my laminator back there? No, I don't think so. I think I like the mail. I really do. And then these, I doubt, will be there. But I think the laminator is going to go back on the bottom. But if I change up my flower pots so that the wheelie one is by here, it won't be a big deal to pull this out and grab my laminator, right? In theory. In theory. So I put in here, I added all my Post-its that I have out, which is insane, but I use them for everything. And then I just threw my scissors in here, and there was a big glue stick, and I had a couple binder clips. So all those things are just sitting in there, and I love that. This I'm gonna probably not, but this I will reconfigure, and then the whole bottom essentially could be for laminator, work stuff, and a couple of binders that make sense for what I'm doing right now. I think I told you earlier, I had some old ones from classes I've taken, also from the Teachers Pay Teachers, what do you call that, where they have like the online classes and whatever. So I just have a lot of stuff that I'm not currently using, and I want this to be kind of a store away place for, instead of having it piled up on the table, piled up on the bar stools, and piled up on the chairs, because that's what happens. So I'm gonna do those few things, and I will show you when I'm done. Okay, there's the top, back to how I want it to look. For now, I'm just gonna take these out. I don't think I'm gonna leave them on there. If I decide to, I'll put them back. It's that easy. So I just like less on there. And now I'm gonna put back the laminator and some of just a few of my school things, because I have a ginormous tub of school stuff that wouldn't fit there anyway, but I'm not gonna keep that on there. So put a couple things in, and I'll show you when I'm done. Okay, so I'm not sure if this is gonna bug me more or less, but I have I think you can see, let's get it this way. I put my laminating sheets behind my bills folder because it's floppy, and I don't like that, but it'll be up against the wall and you won't even see it. So I have right now, I love that hanging down, but I have my laminator down on the bottom. I have, this has last year's cover on it, but it's this year's calendar, our benchmark advanced curriculum kind of at a glance. I just have a duplicate here so that I can have it for when I do lesson planning. So I'm gonna leave that there. That for right now, I think I might just leave empty because the other binders that I had out here, I really do not need. So I think for now, I'm just gonna scoot it back and I'll take a picture and I'll give you one last look at what it's gonna be for now. So here's a final look of my beautiful cart. I love it so much. Everything that I use here is accessible, there is accessible. That is just for pretty. Again, if you can help me with my plant, please help me. I mean, it looks pretty, but it just used to be so full and I had these just hanging down to the ground. So I've cut it back several times, but I don't know. Anyway, and then down here, laminator, papers that I'm currently working on, and then I'll just pile up books or whatever there. Also, one more thing, I am going to add my current projects that I'm working on there for not school, but for Teachers Pay Teachers or school or whatever. Ta-da, there it is. That's how it's gonna look for now, and I'm gonna put the plants back and just see how it works with taking it out and putting it back. I think if I put the wheelie one here, I don't know how that's gonna look though, so we'll see. What do we think? I think it's okay. I don't know, we'll see. I'll play around with it and I guess time will tell. Actually, I might switch that and that. I don't know. I don't know. I think for now I'm just gonna leave it. So that is gonna do it for this vlog. Got one thing done, yay. Tomorrow I may reset my closet. And I do not say that with lightness of heart because it's real bad. It is ridiculously bad. So I may wake up and decide that's dumb, but if I don't, then I will bring you along and you and I can cry together. Anyway, I will see you next time I see you. Thanks for watching. Bye.